Hey Chris, thought I'd give you a little video tutorial instead of taking a bunch of pictures. Might be a little bit more fluid and easy to follow. This is the office. As you can see, the window looking out onto the shop. You got your 4 data drops here for the office. Here's where the TV is going to go. They're going to put backer in. And again, this is a demising wall, and they have this channel all the way up, and so the electricians haven't put the conduit in yet, so we've got the wire coiled up there. And I know you've got a HDMI going there that's going to feed the TV on this from the surveillance system. So there's not going to be any way to fish this wall after they finish it. So you may get with the superintendent and ask for another conduit, or we can run surface raceway from the drop ceiling. Got a camera location up there in the corner. As you can see, we left service loops on the conduit. There's the data drop and the subwoofer drop, or conduit stub out. Come out here onto the shop floor. There's the subwoofer drop right there with the power right next to it. Got your camera location. You can see our trunk line. We used beam clamps and bridle rings. So we did that on both sides. I think it turned out pretty good. As you can see, this is the TV station 1. It'll have backer. So we've got a coax and a Cat 6 in each location. Station number 2, 3, 4, and 5. You got your camera location there facing the reception counter. Up there is where I'm going to put the second front camera facing the door. And then we come over here, and because we didn't want to have a change order for the electrical, I've got the camera wire coiled up there, but I intend to run it over in the corner. If you can see that iron, there's a little piece of strip of iron there. I could probably run it along the top of that, and then maybe come down and use some surface raceway and a surface mount box. And then we go to the right side here. Here's our trunk line. Goes all the way back. Here's our station. I believe that's TV 7, 8, 9, 10 all the way down, coax and Cat 6. If you look up here, that's the 2 back-to-back TVs. We got 2 coax, 2 Cat 6, access points. I got 2 Cat 6s to the access points there. And if you see, we've got our home run back to the amp right there. And then on the other side, it's just a little bit further forward. We'll actually move it back a little bit. And then we just went ahead and pulled the loops for the 70-volt speakers, so that all we'll have to do is come in and put those pendant speakers in. Got them up here as well. And more of our trunk line. Then we transitioned up. And then actually went back down the center because we had all this HVAC stuff here. So we ran the second side all the way back here. We tied in this camera here into the trunk line. And then the trunk line back here. We picked up the data for the office into the trunk line. We've got the camera for the break room right there. And then in here, the break room TV, they didn't get the conduit put in yet, but there's backer. So we've got the coax and the Cat 6 up there. And here, I just went ahead and drilled through the top plate, put a pull string in there, and then they had this little angle piece so I can just cut in for the HDMI cable. And then back here in the utility area, I've got camera location, camera drop up there. And then there was nothing in that room, not sure what that was. So back here, this is where the rack's going to be going in. That's the backer for the rack. And what I did was, I've got, this is how the wire's broken out, cams and TV6 on the first bridle ring up top, TVs and network, which kind of corresponds to the patch bays. Also brought speaker run 1 and 2, AP 9 and 10, and the subwoofer in there, and then the coax all comes down on bridle ring number 3. So that's what this gob of wires looks like here. So most of that, a lot of that will be cut out. A long wire is a happy wire, so we took them all the way to the floor. So probably about 6 feet will be cut off of that, those service loops, and I'll leave a service loop up top for each one of those, coming off of each one of those bridle rings. So I think that's about it. This is our trunk line coming in from the other side. So it's a lot of wires. It looks kind of jumbled up there right now, but once you get those service loops down, it looks pretty clean. So that's it. Let me know if I missed anything or if you have any comments or suggestions. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.